Hi friends, today we are going to solve greedy florist problem from the greedy algorithm part. The given problem statement states that a group of friends wants to buy a bouquet of flower, a bucket of flower, I cannot pronounce it. The florist wants to maximize his number of new customers and the money he makes. To do this, he decides he will multiply the price of each flower by the number of that customers previously purchased the flower plus 1. The first flower would be at original price, which is basically 0 plus 1 multiplied by original price, and the next one would be 1 plus 1 multiplied by original price, and so on. Given the size of group of friends, the number of flowers they want to purchase at the original prices of the flower, determine the minimum cost to purchase all the flowers. The number of flowers they want equals the length of the array. So this is the basic problem statement. This is a very medium level kind of problem, but I think the only reason this is a medium level is because the problem statement is not clearly defined. But if you look at the examples, you have to read through the problem statement, I guess, 2 or 3 times to understand the gist of it. Let's take some example. Let's take some input cases. So 3, I guess. Okay, K. So this 3 is basically total number of customers, and 256 is the price of the flowers that are present here. Our job would be to purchase all the flowers present there. So if 3 customers purchase the price once, for example, one customer purchased this price flower at say 2, the other would be purchasing flower at 5, and the third one would be purchasing the 6th flower first time. So basically it would be the original price. So the total value would become 13. Here is in one similar case, but here total number of customer present here is 2, but total number of flowers present here is 3. So here at least one customer must purchase one flower twice, and then we have to increase, as you know, the florist is a bit greedy. So if this same customer has been repeated twice, he would be increasing the price by 1 plus 1 multiplied by original price, which would be the twice the original price. So one way of doing it is that we could sort the entire value in, say, descending order. So our value would become 6, 5, and 2. So the first customer would basically purchase the flower. Look, when customer equal to the first customer price purchase the flower at the original price, which is 0 plus 1 multiplied by 6 equal to 6. Then the second customer would come and he would be purchasing the flower at the original price, which would become 5 equal to 5. But again, when the first customer gets repeated, the flowers should increase the price by a factor of 1. So basically it would become multiplied by 2, the value would become 4. If we sum it up, our minimum price value would be 15. But in case we reverse it, then our value would basically become something like this. If it's if we sorted our array in, say, ascending order, 2, 5, and 6. So this would be 2, 5, and this would become 12. So our total price would become 19, which would be a large amount. So here we could understand that we have to sort our list in descending order. So let's do it. C equal to sorted say equal to reverse equal to true. Here will be summing our cost. So that's we initialize a variable, cost variable. We will create a loop for I in range, and we'll be looping in the list of the flowers. So it would become 0 to length of say if I percentage k means once the entire already to both of the customers have already purchased it, then we'll be incrementing our iter x by 1. So and we will be summing our summation of the cost multiplied by C of I as I could see. This is our code. So reason for using iter x equal to -1 is basically during the first instances the value of I would automatically become 0. So 0 percentage anything would become 0. So at the first instance the iter would become 1. Sorry, it would become 0. And at the same way when both of the customers have purchased, iter value would keep on increasing. That would means that the florist has been increasing the price. This is the basic idea. Let's run the code. It passed all the public test cases successfully. Let's submit the code. As you could see, all the public and private test cases have been completed successfully. As I always keep on saying, if you have a better approach of solving the same problem, comment below and send me your feedback so that I could keep on improving. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned.